Israel press is also reporting that part of this plan to end the war would mean new countries would join the Abraham Accords, which is very positive, but that Israel would also be required to commit to supporting a future Palestinian state. Now, normalization with Israel obviously would be very welcome news, I think, to you. But what about this other condition to commit to a Palestinian state? How realistic is it that Benjamin Netanyahu and his government will do that?
Well, firstly, again, following on from the momentum that's occurred from the military action over the past 20 or 21 months, what we've seen here is the potential expansion of what is the most remarkable, Abraham Accords, which ensures the safety of the region. The idea that Saudi Arabia and potentially Syria will be the first two countries to enter those accords, which have remained stable with those that signed up to it during the first Trump administration. So the bedrock of them is very strong, and this is what will usher in economic and regional stability. Now, on that part of the two-state solution, as we know, for the Saudis to enter such an agreement, they need to have some type of tangible steps or process towards a two-state solution. And all I can say is this. For obvious reasons, but mainly because of Palestinian rejectionism of previous offers, plus the bloody responses that come through those offers, namely the Second Intifada and obviously October 7, the Israeli public has unfortunately been weaned off the idea that there is a partner for peace. So the idea, and as been reported over the past 24 hours, is the idea of somehow recognizing that the two-state solution is the ultimate aim, but the caveat is that it will require deep modification and the removal of the corruption of the Palestinian Authority. So without that deep reform of the Palestinian Authority, which I will remind your viewers is currently paying the stipends of Hamas terrorists who entered Israel on October 7, there is significant change that is required within Palestinian political society as well as the Palestinian street. So I think that it'll be some type of comment to say that we aspire to some type of two-state solution, but it cannot happen without deep reform of the Palestinian Authority.
Yeah, I think pay for slay is what you're referring to there. Very quickly, Joel, because we're almost out of time, I just want to play these comments from Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei to you. He's declared victory over Israel, perhaps a little bit short of a divorce from reality here. Here they are.
The US attacked our nuclear facilities, a matter that is independently worth pursuing for prosecution in international courts, but they failed to do anything significant. The President of America greatly exaggerated what had happened. It became clear that he needed this exaggeration.
Joel, your response?
Just very quickly, Caroline. So, we've had control of the skies over Iran for a period of 2 weeks, the complete annihilation of their air force, the near complete and hopeful annihilation of their ballistic missile arsenal, as well as the knocking off of their top military brass from the IRGC, the army, and also their nuclear scientists. I think it's very fair to say that the majority of the planet that's watched this knows exactly who the winner is and indeed who the loser is.
Yes, and it's certainly not Iran. Okay, thank you, Joel Burnie, so much for your time.
Thank you, Caroline.